What is going on, everyone? It is the Game Elite 45 here, and I'm here today bringing you a update video about Friday the 13th the game. So yes, I did promise I would do Friday the 13th the game update videos. I believe one of the descriptions of a video I made. I forgot which one it was. But make sure to go check out my other videos. You know, my Outlast 2 playthrough. Like, that hardly got any views at all. And I'm like so kind of pissed actually, because no one really saw it. But like, you know, when I upload a video, I just upload. I don't tell anyone about it. I just upload a video and be like, hey, hopefully someone will watch it. But no, I gotta actually tell people that it's uploaded, because otherwise no one watches it. But anyway, so this is an update video of Friday the 13th the game. Also, if you haven't seen my reaction to the Friday the 13th game trailer, make sure you go check that out. It's got 109 views on it. It's pretty awesome. But anyways, today I'm here to talk about the stats for the counselors and the Jasons. And I'm on Microsoft Edge right now on my Xbox One, because this is the only way I can get on the internet like this. So here we have Adam Palomino. He is one of the new counselors been shown. He is the edgy guy who I actually want to play as. He's my main man right here. So the edgy guy, he has an 8 out of 10 in composure. Pretty good. Pretty damn good, actually. His luck is only a 3 out of 10, which means he's pretty unlucky. His intelligence is 4 out of 10, which means he's pretty dumb, but he's close to being half smart, half dumb, but he's still a little dumber. Speed, he has 5 out of 10 of speed, which means he's pretty fast, but he's like not that fast at the same time. He only has a 4 out of 10 of stamina, which means he pretty much loses stamina really quickly. And his stealth is only 3 out of 10, which means he is pretty noisy. And his strength is 8 out of 10, which means he's pretty damn tough against Jason. Apparently that's what the Wikipedia said. He's very tough, apparently. So I'm not going to read the description. Moving on, we have Brandon Wilson. He is our jock, and he's actually the strongest counselor of all of them. He has a 4 out of 10 in composure, so he's pretty scared of Jason, but not that scared. His luck is only 2 out of 10, making him more unlucky than the edgy guy. His intelligence is 1 out of 10, making him one of the stupidest characters in the game, which means he's really slow at fixing things. His speed is 8 out of 10, so he's pretty damn fast. His stamina is 8 out of 10, so he can recover stamina a lot quickly. His stealth is only 2 out of 10, which means he's a lot noisy around Jason. And the best of all, his strength is 10 out of 10, making him the strongest counselor of all, which means he can deal the most damage to Jason. But still, he can still get his ass kicked. But anyways, moving on. Here is the one guy that everyone talks about when it comes to Friday the 13th the game, and that is Chad. The Chad, aka the preppy guy, is considerable for being the most lovable counselor of all because of the face he makes. But anyway, so his composure is 1 out of 10, so he is really scared of Jason. So it's really easy for him to get scared. He has a 10 out of 10 of lux, making him the most luckiest character in the game. His intelligence is 2 out of 10, so he's pretty damn stupid. But at least he's a little smarter than the jock. His speed is 9 out of 10, so he's really fast. His stamina is only 4 out of 10, so he can lose stamina really quickly. His stealth is 6 out of 10, so he's pretty stealthy, but he's not that stealthy. His strength is 3 out of 10, so he's pretty damn weak. But like I said before, he ain't that weak. Moving on to Deborah Kim, aka the bookish girl. She has a 5 out of 10 in composure, so she's half scared of Jason, half not. Luck is 3 out of 10, so she's pretty unlucky. Intelligence is 10 out of 10, so she's pretty damn lucky indeed. Speed is 4 out of 10, so she's pretty slow, in fact. Her stamina is 3 out of 10, making her a very character. I mean, her body's so slim, you know, it just doesn't make sense. But her stamina is 3 out of 10, so yeah. Her stealth is 9 out of 10, so she's pretty damn stealthy, and she can hide really easily. And her strength is only a 1 out of 10, so she's pretty damn weak against Jason. She's really weak against Jason. And oh my god, the face she's making is so fucking creepy. So I'm just gonna go ahead and move away from her, dude. That literally scared the I hate that face she makes. Oh god, this face she makes as well is creepy. Like, why are their faces like this, dude? They're fucking like doll ass faces. But anyway, so her composure is 10 out of 10. Damn, 10 out of 10. Which means she is very not afraid of Jason at all. More likely, Jason's afraid of her. Her luck is 9 out of 10. She's pretty damn lucky. Her intelligence is 2 out of 10, making her a pretty ass dumb character. Her speed is a 3 out of 10, so she's pretty damn slow. Her stamina is 4 out of 10, so she, of course, she's slow and she don't have a lot of stamina. How much has she been eating lately? But anyways, her stamina is only a 6 out of 10, which means she's pretty stealthy, but not that stealthy. And her strength is only a 1 out of 10, making her a very weak character against Jason. Anyways, moving on. That's basically that. Moving on to AJ Mason, aka the rocker chick. Oh, I forgot to tell you, Jenny Myers, aka the girl next door. I didn't even say her name, I don't think. AJ Mason, aka the rocker chick, has a 7 out of 10 of composure, a 1 out of 10 of luck, a 7 out of 10 of intelligence, a 4 out of 10 of speed, a 4 out of 10 of stamina, a 10 out of 10 of stealth. I can't even talk right, which means she is really good at stealth. And her strength is 2 out of 10, so she is a little strong, but not that good at all. She's pretty damn weak. Moving on to my arch nemesis when it comes to this game. My arch nemesis, Vanessa Jones. Like, every single guy on the freaking planet wants to play as this girl. And you want to know why? Oh, I'll tell you why. The reason why everyone wants to play as this person, and why everyone actually does, is because she has a 10 out of 10 of speed, making her the fastest character in the game. And that's why everyone abuses her, because she is just that fast. And if you want a character to outrun Jason, well, she's the character. I'm not going to play as Vanessa, though, because, like, it's just, I've already seen, like, way too many YouTubers play as her, so I'm not playing as her. But anyways, besides speed, her composure is 3 out of 10, her luck is 6 out of 10, her intelligence is 2 out of 10, her stamina is a 9 out of 10, so she's really fast, and she can recover stamina really good. Her stealth is only a 1 out of 10, so she's not stealthy at all. And her strength is 4 out of 10, so she's pretty decent when it comes to strength, but ain't that good. And who we got left? Okay, we got a lot more counselors, but we got Kenny Riddle, aka the head counselor. He is, well, he's basically half and half on everything. He's got half and half on composure, luck, intelligence, speed, stamina, stealth, and strength. So he's got half and half on everything. So there's not really more to explain to him. So yeah, he's basically half and half on every stat. And then we got Tiffany Cox, aka the what was it? The flirty girl. Yeah, that's what it was. Her composure is 3 out of 10. Her luck is 4 out of 10. Her intelligence is 1 out of 10. Her speed is 6 out of 10. Her stamina is 9 out of 10. Her stealth is 10 out of 10. And her strength is only 2 out of 10. So, yeah. And then you got this motherfucker right here. This guy. He's got the funniest face of all of them. But his composure is 4 out of 10. His luck is 5 out of 10. His intelligence is 10 out of 10, judging from the way he looks. Oh, by the way, he's the nerdy guy. So, obviously, he'd be really smart. But his speed is only 3 out of 10. And his stamina is 2 out of 10. So he is not a character you want to play as when it comes to outrunning Jason. He is not a character at all. His stealth is 8 out of 10. So he's actually pretty damn stealthy for being a little big guy. But his strength is 3 out of 10. So he is just as strong as the preppy guy, aka that one motherfucker Chad. And I will cut to the part where I get to Jason's stats. So I'll be right back in just a few moments. Okay guys, here we are. We're back again. And so we have the stats for all the Jasons so far in the game. Well, the real story and inspiration behind Michael Myers, 3 horror movies with creepy dolls. So yeah. But anyway, so moving on to the real point. So here are the Jason stats. Part 2 Jason has a pickaxe as his weapon. His strengths are he can run, He has traps, which basically means this Jason starts out with more traps than all the others, so he actually starts out with 6 traps, but he cannot collect any more. So those 6 traps he has in his inventory, those are all the traps he has. Like, once he uses them all, he cannot get any more, which is what the game said. His morph is good, which means it takes a shorter amount of time for his morph to cool down. His weaknesses, is that his shift takes longer to cool down. His defense is low, which means he has low HP and he cannot defend himself that well from attacks. And his water speed is low, which means he is very slow in the water. So don't even try to swim in the water with this Jason, because it ain't that good. We're moving on right now. We have part 3 Jason. His weapon, it says that his weapon is an axe. However, it's supposed to be a fire axe, because that's what it was originally was. But who knows? They could have changed it. But anyways, so part 3 Jason's strengths are he can run. Pretty self-explanatory, just like part 2 Jason. His weapon strength is good, which means his weapon deals more damage. And that's basically all of that, really. His grip strength is good, which means it takes longer for counselors to get out of his grip before he ends up killing them. His weaknesses, however, though, he has stun resistance, which means he's more likely to get stunned by counselors. When they hit him with a weapon, he's more likely to get stunned. His sense takes longer to cool down, and his stalk, he can't be in stalk ability for that long, for like only 10 seconds or so. But anyways, moving on to the next Jason, we got my most favorite Jason of all, part 6 Jason. Part 6 Jason uses a spear as his weapon. His strengths are he has throwing knives, which means this Jason starts out with throwing knives. So as you can see there, it says this Jason starts with 4 knives, but other Jasons have to find them during a match. So only this Jason starts with knives. All the other Jasons don't start with knives, which means they have to go find them first before they can throw them. Moving on, his sense takes shorter to cool down, and his shift takes shorter to cool down. Those are his strengths. His weaknesses is he has low defense, which obviously means that he has low HP and he's more unlikely to not block attacks. He can't run, which means he can fast walk, but it's not as fast as running, so he cannot run. His morph takes longer to cool down, which that's one of his weaknesses. So that's basically part 6 Jason. Moving on to part 7 Jason, this big ass beast right here. His weapon is a machete. His strengths are his sense takes shorter to cool down. He has water speed, which means that he is really fast in the water and is slightly faster than the boat itself. So keep that in mind. He is faster than the boat, or slightly faster than the boat. So if you're trying to escape, if you're trying to escape on a boat against this Jason, that's a bad idea. Man. Anyway, so he has also grip strength, which means yeah, it takes longer for counselors to get out of his grip. And his weaknesses are he can't run. He can fast walk, but fast walking is not as fast as running, so he cannot run. He starts with less traps, which means he only starts the game with 2 traps, just 2 traps to use. Reminding you, you cannot collect any more traps during the match. So 2 traps is all this Jason has. So those are the only 2 traps he can use throughout the whole match. Pretty wild. But his shift ability also takes longer to cool down, so those are his weaknesses. Moving on to part 8 Jason. This Jason uses a fire axe as his weapon. I'm trying to speak really fast, but anyway, so his strengths are water speed, which means he is really fast in the water, and just like part 7 Jason, he's slightly faster than the boat. So escaping by boat against this Jason is possibly not an option, unless you're willing to take that risk. But anyways, he also has a new one that called Destruction, which basically means that it takes less hits to break down doors or walls. Pretty unique. I might have to consider myself picking this Jason. His stalk also lasts longer than the other Jasons. Pretty actually good. His weaknesses are his sense takes longer to cool down. He can't run, just like part 7 and part 6 Jason. He can fast walk, but he can't run. His grip strength is also bad, which means it takes less time for the counselors to get out of his grip, which means, so if you try to grab a counselor, they're going to mostly all the time get out of your grip. But anyways, moving on to part 9 Jason. Part 9 Jason uses an axe as a weapon. It looks like a double-bladed axe. His strengths are his shift takes shorter to cool down. He has good stun resistance, which means it's more unlikely for the counselors to stun him with their weapons. So it's like he'll hardly ever get stunned at all during a match. His stock ability is also good, which means he can last longer in the stock mode. His weaknesses, though, he can't run, just like Part 8, Part 7, and Part 6. He can fast walk, but he can't run. He has less hits. God, I'm sorry about this, guys. Like, I'm just trying to get through this video. I don't want it to be too long. It's pretty funny to you guys, but anyway. So he has less hit points, which means that he has less health than all the other Jasons. Which means if you want to kill a Jason, go ahead and kill Part 9 Jason. It's still not unlikely. You still might get killed, but I mean, like, if you want to try to kill this Jason, go ahead. You're not gonna live though. Anyway, so his other weakness is that he starts out with only 2 traps, just like Part 7 Jason. 2 traps is all you get with this Jason. Just 2. You cannot collect any more, just like I said before. And finally, for the moment you're waiting for, we finally get to see the stat screens for, drumroll please. That was a terrible drum roll, but anyway, so, waba, the Tom Savini Jason stats. So here we go. His weapon is a pitchfork. Should have called it the Devil's Pitchfork. That would sound more cooler, but, you know, whatever. His strengths are his shift takes shorter to cool down. His weapon strength is good, which means his weapon deals more damage. And he has destruction, which means it takes less hits for him to break down doors and walls. So this Jason's pretty damn strong. But however, his weaknesses are he has low water speed, which means he is slow in the water, basically. Moving on. He cannot run as well, obviously. Every single Jason besides Part 2 and 3 cannot run. So he can fast walk, but he can't run. And his grip strength is bad, which means counselors are more likely to get out of his grip than the other Jasons. Ah, man. Well, that's basically all the stats for the Jasons and the counselors. This is possibly like a half-hour video, obviously, but I might like cut it down, you know, cut out some parts. But anyways, so that's going to be the end of this video. It's just an update video to show you the stats for all the Jasons and the counselors in one video. But anyways, thanks for watching. If you like this video, make sure to leave a like. Also, comment down below. Otherwise, subscribe for more videos, future content, and updates for Friday the 13th the game. Once this game comes out, I will be doing so many videos on it. Make sure to share this video with all your friends on social media to let them know that all the stats for the Jasons and counselors have been released. Well, all the stats for the counselors have been released a while ago, but the Jason stats have been released like last week or something. But anyway, that's going to be the end of this update video. I'll try to get more update videos of this game later on and more videos, and I will talk to you all later. Goodbye, everyone.